Pay very close attention to what you do in the present because it can predict your future. Future isn't living up to his name. Instead, he's living in the moment present times. When it comes to not thinking about how having so many kids will impact him later on in his life. Kids are parents' biggest investments in life. So whatever that parent or parents put into those kids, they will receive back with interest. And with interest. Whatever you put into your kids, you will receive back with interest. So by him not taking his responsibilities serious, when it comes to him being in his kids' lives, spending valuable time with them, developing a healthy relationship bond, and giving them the proper guidance and love will have a major effect with all the kids he has and not claiming them in the future. His presence, listen to me, his present mistakes and bad adjustments in the present with his kids will come back to haunt him in the future. I remember when I was younger when I had my daughter. But I'm glad I came in at the right time and matured because when we first started really spending a lot of time together, she used to always look. I used to always catch her staring at me, but in my mind I was thinking she just staring at her creator. She wanted to examine her creator. She already got. Since I'm the responsible for her physical life existence, and she was already around her mom, the one that birthed the seed. She wanted to get familiar with the guy that planted the seed. So I'm glad that I came in early on and I matured up a lot quicker. That's why I was saying about Future. See, he's an older guy now, but that still don't mean he can't come in. But like when you got so many kids spread it out, you can't spend all your time with that many kids, man. I don't care how you got $1 billion. You can spend all the money on them you want to. Hey, that's cool, but it ain't nothing like, man, sitting down with your kids and really talking to them and letting them admire you, and they see where they get their personality from. They see where they get their sense of humor from. They see where they getting certain talents from. That's why they staring at you and looking at you. They examining you to see, well, okay, this is where I get this from. That's why I smile like that. That's why I'm goofy like this. That's why I talk this way. That's why I come off like this. This is why I'm so private. Or this is why I talk a lot. Or this is why I get this from. This is why I get, because I know I like the English coming up. My daughter likes science, whatever. It's certain things where we got to like, that we don't have a like, but we got to like too. So I'm glad I came in at the right time because it gave us a time to bond together at an early age. It took me a while to get, mature because I was so, like I said, so young and immature. But I'm glad I came in at the right time. So this isn't just about future. I'm talking about guys that just don't really spend a lot of time with their kids. Hey, man, it pay off, man. It will pay off. Like I say, man, whatever you invest, man, you will get back with interest, man. And I'm telling you, all that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, insight, information you put into their heads, you teaching them about rejection and getting resilience from that, like love, man. Spending valuable time with them, teaching them lessons, hard lessons about your hindsight, but you giving them foresight. All this stuff pay off, man. Like I'm telling you, man, it's a beautiful thing when you can bond and just like me and my daughter bond is stronger than ever now. So I'm glad I came in and matured at an early age to just bond with her at the beginning, cause I had to hate that came back, man. I know I had a friend, right, female friend. And she said she met her dad. The first time she really had to sit down with her dad, he was on his deathbed. And I think it was up to her to pull a cord. And she didn't pull the cord. But what she did was she let him live a little while. And I think he died off. I think he died off later on. A few months later he died off. But that was the only time they really had to sit down and talk, was when he was on his deathbed. And then I'm not saying Future's doing that, but I'm saying he isn't making the future bright though. See, you want to get in now and just spend time with them now. Go ahead, own up to your responsibilities, man, like a man's supposed to. Spend time with them, and don't make it. The only time you sit down with each other, man, is when you 80 years old, 75 years old, 60 years old, 50 years old. See what I'm saying? Let them have memories with you. They can look back on and just like, you know what? I'm in the time went to the movies and saw. I'm in the time with the Disney World. I'm in the time we went to. You see what I'm saying? Let them have memories, man. That priceless memories, man. To just they can think about you instead of just meeting you for the first time and don't know really who you is. Then they have a sort of disrespect for you too, because they might probably won't even call you by your first name. They won't even call you dad. They just call you by your first name. So I'm saying, y'all don't have a relationship. They don't feel like you a dad because you really wasn't a dad because you birthed them. You planted the seed and the mom birthed it, but you wasn't as a dad to be responsible. You didn't raise them. You see. So it's just not about Future. I'm saying about all dads, but Future is not gonna have a bright future with his kids if he keep the same pattern he's been doing. All right, plug.